Cutters, Degrassi, Unpopular Opinions. Hey there, Heather, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another Degrassi Unpopular Opinion. And this one kind of is a update to one I've did. If I look at my Degrassi Unpopular Opinions that I have done, and I've done several of them recently, let me take a look. Because I know it feels like, oh, well, you should be more prepared. But the fact of the matter is that, sometimes I have to go on the fly. And for context, this is being taped on February 18th, 2022 for matches. So this one is basically about Emma's glow up in season 5 and beyond. I did one a while ago about Zombie Emma and the writer's roll. So one of the early ones was Zombie Emma and the writer's roll, which I did a long time ago. So did that one. Did I do any more about Emma's glow up and all that? I think I didn't. I think I got lucky. Emma's feminist, blah blah blah, trauma, and the bullying. Emma's issues in season 6 had dark beginnings. Nope. Emma's line in season 5. Nope. So, agenda. Emma's anger in season 6. Sorry about that. I've got a lot of things going for me, but yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah. So anyway, so I've done 123 unpopular opinions, and I did the one a while ago, the Zombie Emma and the writer's roll, August 15th, 2020. So this is almost 2 years ahead. So yeah, I did all this stuff about Emma's character regression. Sorry about that. Yeah, about Emma's character regression and all that. About Zombie Emma. But I feel like I want to add on to it and, revamp it in a sense. But I'm not taking it out of the Unpopular Opinions playlist that's on the Degrassi Reddit page. No, I'm going to do it. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me refresh your memories. Emma in the first few seasons was kind of precocious and making mountains out of molehills, if you will. She had problems with Manny being a cheerleader in season 1, Liberty being groomed by Armstrong, which actually was false in season 1. Her first relationship with Sean ending up badly. Snake and Spike getting together. Spike is Emma's mom, and Emma's worried about Snake being her teacher and her stepdad. Her thing with Sean in season 3, after Sean leaves Emma to go join Jay's gang. Spike wanting to abort the baby after she was pregnant, saying she didn't want a second mistake, but then she kept it and had baby Jack. Also, the fact about, Emma finding out about Shane and all that. And, Spike was of little help, but Snake at least took the time to explain to Emma all this stuff. So, yeah. And then you got yourself her relationship with Chris and being petty towards Sean by saying that Sean moved on faster than her. She was trying to be pushy and all that, and Chris called her out on it. Thankfully, she stays with Christopher. And then season 4, when she was upset over season 3, when Manny got pregnant, even though that Emma warned her about being sexualizing herself, but Manny didn't listen to Emma, and they broke up as friends. But Emma protects Manny from Craig's tongue lashing, saying that it's her body and her choice, even though that she should not do it. She's my best friend. And I think that Emma and Manny were not really friends still, and that Emma balked. Emma tapped out, if you will. She wanted Manny as a friend. And then basically season 4 with the Chris situation, she didn't want Liberty to be with Chris because why would that speak about her? She didn't really have to worry. I mean, why would Emma care about what people thought of her? But of course, Emma got herself no friends because of this. And then, she joins Paige's clique to get rid of Rick, but then Paige's clique takes the Orange Ribbon campaign the wrong way and all that, and blames Emma for stuff and saying she's hypocritical. And that's why Emma ends up only as friends Rick, Jimmy, Toby, and Heather on the Wacky Brain team. So anyway, Emma, you know, that was shocking and all that. And then, Emma gets attacked by Rick, who wants to kill her for spurning his advances. Uh, Rick thought that Emma had feelings for him. That's why Emma protected Rick from the rest. But no, it was something different. So Emma nearly gets shot, and then she goes through her zombie Emma phase. And then season 5, she goes after Peter and all that. But Peter is evil for hurting her best friend. Manny moves in with Emma and all that. But then Emma decides to go out with Peter because she doesn't want to lose things. She wanted a boy around her. I mean, everyone else had boys. And then season 6, Sean comes back in the picture. Peter doesn't want Sean around, so they have a street race. Sean goes to prison. Peter gets off with community service for hitting a pedestrian, and basically, Peter's happy he's got Emma back, but Emma learns through Manny and Jay, for that matter, that Sean wasn't the bad guy for, that Peter planted drugs in Sean's locker to get rid of Sean so that Peter would stay with Emma. Emma breaks off with Peter. She ends up going back to Sean, and then Sean leaves her for the army. And then, of course, Emma has to deal with the fallout from JT's stabbing death. Well, steps from her house, Manny moving back home. She just didn't want to forget JT. And then, of course, season 7, she's with Damien. After a while, she deals with Snake having the pressures put on him thanks to Darcy's false accusations. And then, Damien cheats on Emma with Liberty, and Emma is not too happy, but she blames Damien, saying that she couldn't break off from Liberty. And then she goes off to college, becomes a shell of herself, putting herself friends first in philosophy, and failed miserably, having a boyfriend named Kelly who goes back to the Yukon, and Emma's pissed off. And, she marries Spinner for some strange reason. But the fact of the matter, guys, is that, I'm really pissed off with how they treated Emma post Rick Murray and all that. So, yeah, I did that thing in 2020. Now, a couple years later, I'm doing this again. I just can't understand why the writers would give her a glow up. I know that Miriam McDonald, who played Emma on Degrassi, had a glow up and she looked prettier and all that and looked hot and all that. But anyway, what I think is that, they wanted Emma to become more popular. And in the process of giving Emma more popularity, they pissed off people who really liked Emma's character. I know that Emma seemed to be a little precocious and, off-putting in a sense to a lot of Degrassi people, but the fact of the matter is that she became a little more of a blonde ditz, if you will, after season 5. I know it's kind of a popular opinion, but the fact of the matter is a lot of people don't know how much Emma fell downhill in season 5, and it was unwarranted. I mean, yes, Mary McDonald got more beautiful and all that, but that's no reason why you kill off Emma's personality and all that. There were a lot of things that the writers did that were wrong, in a sense. So one of the biggest factors is Emma's causes. In seasons 1 to 4, she had a lot of causes. The environment, trying to prevent Manny from being sexualized by cheerleaders, trying to go after cheerleaders for putting sexuality and promiscuity over actual cheerleading. She had that non-GMO foods campaign. She wanted the cafeteria to serve non-GMO foods, and that got Raj pissed off. That was one of the major causes of things, because Emma puts on a good presentation. Raj says that it's good, but unfortunately we have a budget to deal with, and we're lucky to have a cafeteria in the first place. Emma unfortunately does not understand that, and most kids don't understand budgeting and all that stuff. So she gets mad thinking that Raj is trying to push her away, and he's not. And then this starts this whole chain of commands that Raj blames Emma for everything and wants Emma to grovel, but Emma refuses to grovel. And Snake tells her that as an educator, it can't help you, but as a parent, I hope you'll be fine. So yeah, it was weird and all that. It gave Raj kind of the jump the shark moment downwards. I mean, Emma did some wrong in that episode. I'm not completely absorbing Emma with blame, but the fact of the matter is that Emma actually was kind of a jerk in that one. More of a jerk than you think. But anyway, yeah, and then she had to deal with the fact that she was trying to look for her father because she's going to have a new step sibling, sibling, and Spike is of little help, and Emma wants to go find out about Shane and all that, and Spike's not too happy that Emma found Shane. However, Snake the next day decides to tell Emma everything about Shane's past and that Shane was under pressure from his parents to stay away from Spike and the kid. And so after a concert, he fell or jumped off of a bridge. He probably fell off, by my guess. Because, when you're on acid, your reflexes are not as good as you think they are. He could have jumped off too. But anyway, yeah, Shane was put into the home by his parents because, they get rid of him easily peasy lemon squeezy without any guilt whatsoever. But then, Emma's like, why would my mom not say anything? And then Shane says, she was waiting until you got older, and that was probably not the right move. But Emma, she's concerned about you. Emma then forgives her mom for her trespasses. And then, her causes, her Orange Ribbon campaign was a major cause and all that. I did a video in the playlist about Emma's hidden agenda in the Orange Ribbon campaign, which you'll find on the playlist. So the fact of the matter is that the Orange Ribbon campaign was to help people who have been hit by domestic abuse and all that. Donate money to get a ribbon, and then basically to tell Rick that it's not okay for what he did to Terry in season 3. That he should just leave Degrassi before it's too late. But then the students decided to use it as a way to bully and pressure him, and especially physically assault him outside the dot. Emma steps in to stop it because, in a sense, that Emma wasn't protecting Rick because, she liked Rick. She protected him because Rick was being abused for his behavior. I know that Rick deserves some hate because of his stuff to do with Emma. To do with Terry. But enough was enough. And Emma realized that the Orange Ribbon campaign was going too far and that people were not using it for their gain. And especially with the fact that Alex ripped up a check that could have helped domestic violence victims and all that. And Alex was a little bit hypocritical in a sense. Paige's clique leaves her high and dry. She's basically in with just a small in-group. And then, that Orange Ribbon campaign, that Orange Ribbon cause got Rick attracted to Emma, and it almost ended badly for Emma. Thanks to Sean, it didn't happen that way. After season 4, how many causes did she have? She had the cause of getting Sean a public defender, despite the fact that she still had feelings for Peter in season 6. But I think in a sense that she kind of figured something was wrong with the situation in the back of her head, and she was just doing that. I feel like in a way Emma was wanting to be with Sean because, after all, Sean saved her butt in season 4 from Rick's gun, and she never forgot that. I think she just wanted to be with Sean because Sean saved her from the gun, and I did an unpopular opinion on that a while ago. So, yeah. And, of course, there was the whole Purple Dragon campaign that Emma wanted to be a Purple Dragon girl because they wanted to sponsor Degrassi stuff. Degrassi being that financially insecure, they need corporate sponsorship? That's fishy if you ask me. But anyhow, Emma gets the Purple Dragon job and is told to do certain things. She struggles with her body image. Well, the fact that she had a eating disorder in season 5 caused by stress because of her family life and her personal life. Emma basically wanted to starve herself, but then she realized she can't be that person again and says, yes, I shall eat. And then, of course, the stupid woman, Natasha, insults her and all that, about her weight and all that. And then the worst part is that, when Emma comes up for Purple Dragon, she decides she needs to come clean and hurt Purple Dragon. And then Armstrong says, not now, Emma. It's like, Armstrong, what the fuck? You value corporate sponsorship over Emma's values? And then Emma, takes off the Purple Dragon dress. She's naked. I don't know why she didn't wear underwear underneath. She should have worn some underwear underneath. At least that would be a good cause. Thankfully, Emma does not get into too much trouble. She gets many detentions, but basically Degrassi will now talk about Degrassi and Purple Dra- Degrassi will talk about corporate sponsorship. So Emma stopped that. She did her recycle project in season 9, but that ended up badly as her and Kelly were supposed to do this whole thing about recycling bikes for African kids and all that, or third world kids. And then Kelly leaves her high and dry, goes back to the Yukon, and Emma realizes that she got duped. And she does the presentation by herself and admits her faults, her many faults about being in college and thinking about students. And basically, she's lost herself. I mean, she says that she lost herself with the fact that Manny left college to go to Hollywood and Libby went to pre law. She had no one to hang out with. She lost her friends and all that. I mean, the whole glow up actually gave a insight about the negative side towards Emma, and that she was clingy towards boys and clingy towards Manny and Liberty, especially in the college years. That it really got bad, and the glow up actually made Emma's faults into something else, not just making mountains and molehills, but now it moves towards her clingy face. And I did unpopular opinions on both the fact that Emma wanted a boyfriend, wanted to hang around boys and hang around friends because of the Rick Barry situation. Because in the Rick situation, she had no friends and she had no boyfriend. So Emma felt like if she had friends around, maybe they would talk some sense into her about dealing with Rick. And if she had a boyfriend, she would probably hope that the boyfriend would destroy Rick. But maybe the boyfriend got shot by Rick. Who knows? Rick probably would have been jealous and probably shot the boyfriend to get to Emma. That would have been a whole lot darker. And people say we should have sympathy towards Rick. Rick deserves sympathy if he doesn't bring a gun to the school. If he brought the gun into school for payback, and you cannot have sympathy towards those school shooters, no matter what happened, no matter how much he was bullied, no matter how much his whole life sucked, and how much Radich didn't protect him and all that. That's inconsequential. He brought a gun to the school. And you can't have sympathy. He was going to off somebody. I know that he was going to off Paige and Paige calmed him down. He could have stopped. He could have done all that. And I know that Spinner and Jay tricked him into shooting Jimmy. And then, all of a sudden Rick manages to find Emma. And boom. All that. But still, I mean, the glow up really got Emma. Like, maybe there was internet hate. I mean, after all, internet message boards weren't as prominent as they are now. Like in 2004, they must have been like decent amounts. But like, I don't get it. I just can't get it. Maybe there was so much hate for Emma in the first 3+ seasons that the writers needed to change Emma in a different direction, make her more likable. It worked, but it also turned out to make negative strides towards Emma's character. It made Emma more into a blonde ditz, if that. And that's just unforgivable. Emma was a key character, one of the best characters in Degrassi of all time, in my opinion, top 10. But the fact of the matter is that the glow up was the worst possible thing that could happen because it turned Emma into this not really a social justice warrior, but someone who wanted justice, into this ditz who didn't have causes and just wanted to chase friends and boys. Like, honestly, I would rather, my personal opinion, I'd rather have a girl who is known for her causes and, on occasion, wants to be with boys and friends and not be so clingy than someone who is clingy to this face. Fight me on it. I dare you.